Darksiders 1 is War, Darksiders 2 is Death, and Darksiders 3 is Fury. But their stories, all three games, pretty much take place at the same time. There's actually a pretty huge overlap between War and Fury. And Death is kind of a little at the beginning and then a little after 3. So it's a convoluted timeline. But I'm going to get this going. As I said, I got 6 videos out. It's getting ready to jump into the second dungeon, the Griever dungeon, for Darksiders 1, and I think so we'll do like a round, like a row your boat type deal. So once I get War Mastered to 12 videos and Definitive Edition to 6 videos, we'll start Darksiders 3 at that point in time as well. But let's get into this. Death is a very, very different character than War. He's very fast, very agile. Not that War isn't, but you rely on his movement a lot more. Death does not have a block, and there's a lot more Prince of Persia style platforming and movement throughout the game. They also took a big step away from the linear storytelling that Darksiders 1 had, which it played as a, go here, clear this area, get this item, move on. It has, I like to compare it to a Zelda game. So that kind of style of gameplay. Darksiders 2 has almost a shoot and loot quality to it. It is far more open world, and as you kill enemies and take on the whatever challenges heaven and hell and literally anything else in between decides to throw at them, they'll drop armor on the ground and different weapons that you can use and so on. So it's a little bit of a, I don't want to say it's slower paced, but there's a lot more room for exploration and definitely some build a playstyle quality to Darksiders 2. So we're going to get into it right now. Oh my goodness, that's my fault. I always play with subtitles. We're gonna stick with normal, for the same reason as the War Mastered Edition. If you've watched that, anything higher and seems to induce swearing. And you can see there at the bottom, a little tip down there at the bottom. You have different levels of enemy.
There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horseman War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim had countless realms to pursue and burned them to ash. But 4 amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The 4 would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded horsemen formed, and the riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the 4, not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death. To bargain for war's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
It's a pretty good introduction. Maybe I should have been taking notes. So, just reiterating what he said, you know, War is currently chained in front of the Council. And Death swore that he would find a way to reestablish mankind, to essentially barter or trade that to spare War's life. So that's the goal. Death just being a good older brother. Looking right bumper, get a boost of speed out of. And you can already see the more nimble much faster. And you know, here's a here's a hammer. Death has a wide variety of. Well, we can actually equip these. They look like good boots. That's Dust up there. Death's Crow. You know, we'll open the inventory real quick. That's the wrong button. So you hit the back button, and it's showing you, you know, these are the scythes you're currently wielding. It's the only weapon. And then secondary weapons. I'm not a big fan of slow fighting. And these are the boots you just picked up. Obviously, you could see I held the button to equip them directly, and they immediately appear on death. So this is what I was talking about a little bit. You got kind of two different skill trees here. So as you level up and become more powerful, you know, have these points that you can spend to unlock different perks and abilities. And we'll you know, go over those as they become available. I've really got to do some relearning as I'm playing, because I haven't played this since it came out. The quests, obviously not a lot here. Because you got one thing going on. Stats, currently 5 minutes and 42 seconds into the game, 21 seconds of combat, already 58 gallons of blood spilled, apparently, across 3 icy zombie demon things. So, that seems to be a little bit, over the top, but, whatever. We'll push on. We'll try to go over a few more things as the game progresses. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Prince of Persia. Oh no, what was that? Did I just kick that off the ledge? I thought it wanted me to inspect something I was going to be able to equip. Oh, yeah, it's another frickin' hammer. Let's check this out. Oh, hey. Just showing off at this point. Hit. I tell you what, man, if there's some weird thing that can possibly happen in a video game, it is. They are giving me a ton of health potions. Holy cow! What happens if I equip this? All right, let's equip that. There you go. Lots of damage. Lots of damage potential there. Oh, and these are even better than I just picked up. So, like I was saying, there is a lot of looting going on. Make sure there's nothing else I could possibly jump to. So they're showing you there's a little bit of a... Yep. There's a little bit of a... It's a pretty decent weapon swap going on. I thought that guy was a pile of ice. Now I look foolish. So the camera's, I feel like, pretty close to war. Or pretty close to death. They get right up on you, almost confusingly so, in combat. There, I got an execution there. I mean, look at him go. Love the way death moves. Oh, man, he got me. And that is an introduction to Death's Chaos form. Gigantic Grim Reaper. That's an automatically triggered. I had nothing to do with that. Why do they always have such badass imagery and circles on the floor? Like, that's pretty awesome. I would probably get that as a tattoo. Okay, drop. There you go. I'm not sure what Dust has been doing this whole time, just... Alright, get up there.
Leave this place!
Oh no. Left trigger, then jump. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Face that wall. Left trigger. Get back over there. Get away from those legs. I didn't see what that tip was, but I feel like probably should have read it. And was this a ledge down there? That's something I can get to? I do that. So you can't get the camera past here, but if you pull left, you can kind of force the camera. Not trying to miss anything.
Voices. Always voices. Torment without end.
Keeper of secrets, I need your help.
I helped you once before, horseman. Look at me now. How I cursed that day. How I curse you.
Careful, Crowfather. I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
I know you've come. Your brother, the one called War. He's been imprisoned by the Charred Council and awaits their judgment. For dooming the Earth. For mankind's extinction. Why should I care about your brother's fate?
Because you know the truth. Your secrets can save him.
Council will condemn War. Strip him of power, let him rot in oblivion. To hide the truth. My secrets cannot prove his innocence, horseman.
No, but they can help me to erase the crime.
Bring mankind back from extinction. Madness.
Madness? And who better to show me the way?
Should a way exist, you will find it here.
The Tree of Life. Let me pass.
Not yet. That which you gave me, you will take it back.
In exchange for its secrets, you agreed to keep the amulet.
No. The voices, they curse and threaten without end. They cry to return. You must destroy it!
I cannot.
You annihilated their flesh. Why do you souls?
Open the portal.
You will not pass while I live.
So be it.
Here your brethren are trapped in eternal torment. Do you wish to join them? And what of War? Would you kill your brother to save your precious balance?
He is innocent.
Are you so certain?
Oh. Man, fighting against War is not something. Definitely made his blades pretty badass. Yeah, we're gonna take a potion right there. Left on the D-pad for that, by the way. Let him get through his. Hold that. Didn't go well. shit. Oh, shit. Remember, like I said, death does not have a block button.
Open the portal. Your secrets die with you, old fool.
My secrets, but not yours.
Yeah, I got an achievement.
The uncountable worlds of our universe swirl in an endless abyss. Many worlds ravaged by time or conflict are swallowed by the abyss, returned to the nothingness from which they were formed. But others linger for eternity on the brink of annihilation, that creation might be balanced with destruction. And in the final moment of battle, death was banished to one such world in the autumn of its life, yet not far from the edge of darkness. Had death been sent to his doom? That answer would be found in the horseman's future and in his past.
Be still, horseman. You are wounded.
Don't touch me.
Your arrival here is a bad omen. Yes, it troubles me greatly.
Old one, there's more trouble ahead if you don't start making sense. Where is the tree of life?
Life? This world is dying, lad. Choking on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop it. Soon, the great tree too shall perish, and with it, the last of my people. Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree. Your chaos and corruption don't concern me.
It seems they do concern me.
Oh man. I need to get my target locking under control.
You fight well, but this corruption can't be beaten with a blade. Seek out the Forged Sister. Ask her about the fire of the mountain. Help her, and she will help you reach the tree. As for me, I must return to my work.
And who are you to command a rider?
I am a maker, older than even the Charred Council. These hands have laid the foundations for many worlds, but that was long ago. And now, they but hardly know the touch of stone.
Are you not curious as to why I seek the tree?
I would not presume to question one of the four, but yes, tell me.
I must restore humanity, to redeem war.
Heaven and hell battle upon the shattered earth. All creation trembles, and at the center of it all stands your brother.
He is innocent.
I never said he wasn't. The tree holds power over life and death. If you would resurrect humanity, then you are headed in the right direction. Be warned. A dark presence dwells now within the tree, and the path is barred by corruption.
So.
You hear? Hope is not dead.
Literally a minute and a half ago, he said that it was a bad that I was there. You've obtained a skill point by leveling up. Alright, before we get to that, my game seems to have froze. Every game, every video is gonna be plagued by something. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So technically, when death, when that flask breaks and embeds part of itself into Death's chest, I literally. Oh, there we go. It was just taking an exceedingly long time. Technically, that's when Darksiders 3 takes place. Fury goes and takes on her own challenges, and kind of almost immediately after Fury's, the end of Darksiders 3 is when War wakes up here. That's from what I understand. There's probably a little bit more overlap than that. We're gonna search this area real quick. A chest on the map here. See that Death is dealing with actual currency. As opposed to souls. Let's go find the Forge sister. Saying about the world map. You still have access to Despair. Looking at this, let's see how many gallons of blood. With 602 gallons of blood spilled. Not bad. For literally 40 minutes of game. But the skill tree is... Oh, well, here's the map. There's primary quest. Speak to Alia, the Forge Sister, Serpent Tome. So here we go. We'll take a little bit of a look at these real quick since we have a point to spend. Teleport slash. Death teleports across the battlefield and delivers a violent scythe attack that deals damage and restores Death's health. Costs 200 wrath, deals 93 to 109 damage, and heals for 10% of damage done. Death summons bloodthirsty ghouls from beyond the grave to fight alongside him. In other games, I very much like playing a necromancer if it's available. Probably gonna try this path out. Because I'm pretty sure I went with Harbinger the first time I played through this. The only other time I played through this. So we're gonna give we'll give the Necromancer its chance. Now, is this something I have to buy that? Yep, gotta buy that first ability in that tree. There we go. So now I have a Wrath ability. Let's see here. You've purchased a new skill. Press down on the D-pad to access the radial skill and use the skill, or assign it to an action button. So, exhume. Yep, and they're all still left bumper abilities. So we're gonna put that one on left bumper and X. I've always got to try. If it looks like I might be able to fit, I always have to try. There's that Serpent Stone and the Forge Sister. Oh, and a big guy smashing shit. Alright. Let that guy do his thing. See what the Serpentome is about. I don't remember. Your inbox is empty. Is there...
Maker's beard. The rumors are true. A horseman in the Forge lands. The name's Alia, and that's my brother Valis. We are the keepers of this forge. Though I reckon that means less now than once it did.
This is a Maker's Forge?
Nay, the Maker's Forge is lost to us. Silenced by the hands of corruption. But in its depths we once crafted the dark towers of hell and the cities of heaven.
Now you make trinkets?
And you, one of the four, now seek the aid of the Makers? I guess we've all fallen from high places.
I came here seeking a tree, and your elder speaks of fire. What is it?
Aye, the fire of the mountain, the Stonefather's blood. It once flowed into our forge, as did the tears. Both imbued our craft with incredible power, the heart and the soul of stone. But corruption has taken them, and now our forge is silent.
Why does this concern me?
The way to the tree is lost, barred by corruption. You can no more leave this place than we. restore our forge, and the tree can be reached.
I don't follow your reasoning.
We are makers, not warriors. But we are not without our weapons. Before the forge was lost, we crafted a mighty creature of soul and stone. A colossus to fight this corruption. But to awaken him requires a maker's key. And we need our forge to craft one. Will you help us?
What is this cauldron?
A temple built in the shadow of Stonefather's Peak. There, the fire of the mountain was harnessed and passed into our forge. Ride east of town, ride through the charred pass, and towards the cindery peak of the Stonefather. There, you will find the cauldron.
That seems simple enough. You do know I'm new here, right?
Man of no words, your brother.
But hardly silent. His voice is the ring of the hammer and the roar of the white flame.
Yes, he works while you talk. I may have need of a blade.
Is your need greater than ours, horseman? I think not. We fight for the survival of our realm and our kin. Prove worthy, and mayhaps we can do business.
Alright. That done. That's as simple as it is, folks. You just shove a sword in some fire for a few moments. Speaking to Thane. I always want to take time. Here, I'm gonna be ending this video probably here after speaking to Thane. But just the look of these worlds, and I mean I've paused a few times in Darksiders 1. They did a really good job of blending Earth and Hell together. In this, you know, like I said, not only is the gameplay a lot different, and death is so much different than war. Like they are in a death is in a completely different place. And they did a really good job. You know, there's a lot of you know, almost Nordic aesthetic, ancient. I mean, they really nailed it. Very dwarven-esque. I love the look of these games. I will say that, you know, the first one, sadly, was created by Vigil Game Studios, and they were owned by THQ, and THQ was going through some financial issues, and they put properties up for sale, and it took a while for Darksiders to be picked up. So when it was picked up, it was by Gunfire Games, which is actually another studio created by one of the original two that created Vigil. So I mean, it's still home for them. It's still, you know, their baby. So there's a lot of love put in these games. I think there was further trouble with it. That's why it took so long to get Darksiders 3. But THQ Nordic is actually I mean, I guess shout out to them is what I'm trying to say. These guys have somehow managed to keep their hands in on, you know, their original creation of Darksiders, and they've woven this tale and created these beautiful worlds that are just a lot of fun. to roam around in. Hey, can't be coughing like that without a mask on, bro. Are you Thane?
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The Makers are dying, and our realm. We few are all that remain.
A warrior's life is never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple. I always saw my end with blade in hand, a field of enemy dead before me.
And what glorious end awaits you hiding behind these gates?
You cannot fight corruption, nor can you harm it. You can only kill those it has claimed. Every blow I strike against corruption is a blow against my own people. Muse on that, Ryder, before you mark me as a coward.
Do what you must for your kin, old one. For mine, I ride to the cauldron.
Horseman, you'll find not that way, but trouble. If you fancy your corruption waste deed, that's as good a place as any. You know, there's a reason this gate is here. And if you were a friend, I wouldn't let you pass. But then, who is friend to death?
Have you wisdom to share, or was it long since knocked loose in battle?
Wisdom ain't like teeth. I've plenty left. Enough to stay clear of the cauldron. The ancients filled it with right nasty traps. But one so clever as yourself will surely elude them.
I do like Death's wit. Got a real bite and snark to his. Oh, you're gonna teach me to use the scythe for free? That's nice of you. Alright. So, as I pointed out earlier, Death is dealing in gold. Instead of souls. So, Harvester's Revenge. Thane showed you a new move, Harvester Revenge. To help you on your journey, you can purchase additional moves by selecting his train option. Use Harvester Revenge by pressing right bumper, forward evade, plus X. Select moves list in the inventory to review combat moves. There it is. So, right bumper forward. No, that's always straight pulls coffins from the ground. That's pretty. 3 damage, bro. Alright. Well, take what I can get, I guess. So where we are going to, unless you got something else to say. Done hacking all over me.
The fire is more valuable than I, horseman. You should make haste to the temple.
Fire alone won't save your realm. You speak of the forge.
Aye. Without the fire and the tears of the mountain, without the forge itself, we have no means to clear the forest and reach the tree of life.
What then?
Our power is over creation, yours over death and despair. You are Nephilim, Lord of Destruction. Perhaps in that there is hope.
Just how old is the forge?
It is as ancient as the realm itself, and perhaps even older. It is said the forge was the first thing we makers built, that in its depths we shaped entire worlds.
All right. We are going to leave that. I'm really excited to get back into this. Game. I mean, I feel like I might have already talked enough about it, but I'm really enjoying making these videos. I wasn't sure what I was gonna feel about streaming, but it is pretty cool, and it gives me a new sense of purpose to go through and play these again, and kind of with a new look at it as well. So, I mean, hopefully someone stumbles across this at some point and really delves into it. The games are really fun to play and can definitely bring a good challenge with their problem solving and I'm sorry, puzzle solving and just the combat in general. Somehow, you know, you got these really heavy issues that these people are dealing with, but the game still is exciting to dig through. So we're gonna call this one here, and as always, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to keep up to date with while I continue my run through the Darksiders 1 War Mastered edition, as well as my co-op playthrough Darksiders Genesis with Wreck-It Rogue. His links will be in the description. He's getting some major props from the online community for his ability as a killer in his Dead by Daylight killer series he's just started up. So definitely check that out, especially if you're a fan of horror movies. Man, it's good to watch him work. So thanks for stopping in. Plague out.